Hello, KPZ fans. It's Sub-State week. One more week until the state championships game.
Yeah, and our final week of KPZ for football.
And then basketball is going to start up. And
different logo.
We didn't plan this, though. We're matching too. Kind of ish, right? Maybe?
A little bit.
A little bit with the tie.
I think you might be a little bit colorblind there because this is a darker purple, but A for effort.
I am colorblind.
A for effort.
True. It is. But yes, well, hey, we got a great one for our game of the week brought to you by Lewis Toyota. Derby making the trip to number 1 in 6A, 11-0, Washburn Rural. A trip to Emporia for the state championship on the line. Well, this guy, Lafayette Thompson, had a big game on the first possession. He takes the handoff and will find the house for the early score. Extra point was blocked, making it 6-0. The Washburn Rural does one better. After a Derby score, J.C. Hine blocks the PAT, keeping it tied. Into the second quarter, Brandon DeWeese rolls to his right, finds his favorite guy, Titan Osborne, in the end zone, just keeping his toes in. Then on the extra point attempt, well, wait, it's going to be a fake, and King Leonard keeps it himself.
Whoa.
He's going to get the score. You always got to have some trickery, right?
I like it.
Well, the Blues lead 14-13 at the half, and Thompson here does it again. On 3rd and long, he's going to get the reverse and will go all the way to the end zone for his second score. The Junior Blues led 28-13 in the fourth. Well, Derby fought back. 10 minutes left. Braxton Clark winds up and finds Colton Rudy in the end zone, making it a one-score game. Then after a defensive stop and a couple of minutes later, they drive down, and Clark finds Rudy again. It's a 2-point game, Katie. Then they're going to go for it for the 2-point conversion, but Osborne makes an incredible tackle to keep it 28-26. Nicely done.
Nice.
But in the end, Derby's going to get the ball back, drive down, 5 seconds left. Grady Joseph, he's going to get it 20 yards out with no time left. Derby's going to win this one 29-28. Lane, you were there, man. What were the emotions like?
Well, Vince, Katie, definitely after the game, there was a lot of heartache for Washburn Rural. You know, it's always tough to cover a loss for a team that we cover, but one especially to this magnitude. We will say what a job by Derby they did to, you know, they did not quit whatsoever. Down 28-13 with 10 minutes left. They drove down 3 times, actually 4 times. There was one point where they were about to kick a field goal with about a minute left, but the field goal was blocked. However, they got the ball back with 35 seconds left, drove down again, got the game-winning score, and Derby rides off into the sunset, well, rides off to Emporia, I should say, into next week. But head coach Steve Bueller said that Washburn Rural should not hang their heads. An 11-win season is definitely something to be proud of. Here's what he said after the game.
No, their effort and the things they accomplished this year are things to be proud of. And yeah, you don't make it till the last weekend of the season, but when you look back at all this team and this group of seniors has accomplished in this program, you couldn't ask for anything better over the last 4 years for these guys, and the effort and what they've given this program means an awful lot.
Congratulations to Washburn Rural on a heck of a season they had. That one loss they should not hang their heads on that one loss. Just a 1-point loss, if you think about it. That was the only blemish on the season. Other than that, 11 wins on the year. Without a doubt, a great season. Congratulations to Derby as well for moving on. They will face Gardner Edgerton in Emporia next week. Guys, back to you.
Well, thanks, Lane. Man, what a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row for Derby like that.
Yeah, heartbreaker, but a lot of seniors on that Washburn Rural team that got to be proud of this season they put together.
You said it well, but you said it best.
Yeah, well, now we're going to jump over brackets to Class 2A. We got number 1 and number 2 in the class and a rematch of Sub-State last season. Sabetha battling Nemaha Central, the winners of 24 straight. If you want to see a defensive battle, buckle up. The Thunder get on the board first with a field goal by Teresi. The Blue Jays respond, though, in a big way. Colin Menold breaking free for a monster run. He's almost got the score, but Carter Hike gets him down just before the goal line. That stop won't matter, though, because Sabetha scores immediately after. Chase Fry on the carry, 7-3 Sabetha. The clock was ticking quick in this one. Come the second quarter, Nemaha Central finally going to find the end zone. Carter Hike punching in himself, and they'll want one more before the break. Hike in the air this time finds Aiden Brocksterman for a huge gain, and Hike once again makes good on it. Nemaha Central is headed back to the 2A state title game with a 17-7 win.
Wow, low scoring one there, but hey, off to again. Back
defensive battle, like I said.
That's right. Another rematch of Sub-State for last season, too. Holden making the trip to 11-0 Hayden. And talking about an electric start. Finn Dunshee, he's going to take the handoff up the sideline. He's on his horse. Dunshee somehow stays in bounds, avoids the block, 65-yard house call, 7-0 Hayden, 12 seconds in.
He's back.
Yeah, he's not finished, though. Takes the rock here once again, just gets over the goal line for some pay dirt. 4-yard TD, it's 14-0. He's a bad man. Dunshee again answering the call right up the gut. The hat trick for the senior, 21-0 Hayden. But Holton says, all right, we can respond. Off the option, Bodie Dillon. He's gone for the reservation of 6. Nicely done. It's 21-7 Holton. Then Jason Strickle says, hey, I'll one-up you on this one. On the ensuing kickoff, Brady Heinen tosses it to him. Strickle gets a massive block by Dunshee, actually, in the open field, and he's gone. Hayden returns to the state championship for the first time since 2016, 42-14, your final.
Wow, now we're going to head over to the 4A bracket in Wamego, where the Red Raiders hosted Andover Central. Red Raiders hoping to get back to that state title game and get a win this time. The Jags get the ball first, but Jace Jefferson's pass is going to be picked off by Aiden Heffley. But the Raiders, they can't make anything of it. Next Jags possession, Jefferson is going to launch one down the field, finds an open Landon Kitterman for the touchdown, giving Andover Central 7-0 lead. At the start of the second quarter, Pruitt Nolan is going to be under some pressure, ends up losing the ball. Andover Central, Carson's Green is going to scoop it up. Maddox Archibald is going to capitalize on that turnover. He dives over the goal line, giving the Jags a 14-0 lead. Start the second half. Wamego's Thomas McIntyre gets the Raiders back in it with a tough run to make it a one-score game. Archibald calls his number again after to extend the lead, end up putting it away. Turnovers just plagued Wamego in this one, and Andover Central comes away with a 26-7 win.
That's a tough one there for Wamego, too. Well, that's going to take us to our halftime of our show. But before we go, as always, we have a band to break it up. It's Nemaha Central.
Let's go.